The Family Office Association was founded in 2007 as a peer network for single-family offices. There are whole courses and books on the topic of supporting the next generation. Here we will share a few observations from the perspective of the unique challenges faced by family offices. Some of these points may seem obvious, but you would be amazed how often they are overlooked. A few years ago, the Family Office Association coined the phrase, the second law of family offices, which refers to the frequently used platitude, from shirt sleeves to shirt sleeves in 3 generations. The first law of family offices is the even more often quoted phrase, if you've seen one family office, you've seen one family office. The relevance of the second law is that to build a long-lasting and sustainable family office, families must prepare the next generation with the tools they need to succeed. However, the difference between acquiring wealth versus inheriting wealth can create challenges that many families struggle to overcome. The most important thing to keep in mind in this process is to bring empathy and humility, and to meet each family member where they are. Another favorite family office quote is, "You never really know someone until you've shared an inheritance with them." According to a recent Harvard Business Review study, nearly 60% of families lost a majority of their wealth because of poor preparation or collapse of trust within the family. These families clearly could have better preserved and grown their wealth if communication, transparency, and education were more firmly situated within the family office. In the next slide, we'll look at some of the obstacles that make the preparation of future generations so difficult. The 3 major obstacles to preparing future generations are: Number 1, building rapport between generations takes a lot of work. Number 2, you can't choose your family, and it's hard to fire your relatives. And, lastly, number 3, acquiring wealth is very different from inheriting it, and families often overlook these differences. Without building good relationships and practices between generations, conflict within the family can easily pull the family and the family office apart. At a simplistic level, people come into wealth in 2 ways: either wealth is acquired through effort or chance, or wealth is inherited from someone else. Your national culture and your family's culture may have a big impact on how you feel about wealth and what it means to be successful. Acquired wealth fits cultural narratives in the United States of entrepreneurship. However, inherited wealth is often associated with cultural narratives of decadence or laziness, hence the terms trust fund baby or trustafarians. For the next generation, stress can come from the tension to maintain wealth while also making a name and acquiring wealth, like previous generations. A family office principal, who is a member of the Family Office Association, tells a great story about the day his kids realized they were wealthy. One day his children asked, "Dad, are we rich?" He quickly turned to them and said, "No, but your mother and I are." The 5 challenges faced by wealth inheritors include issues of self-esteem, personal security, financial awareness, trust in relationships, and lifestyle management. While we don't have extensive research on the psychological effects of inheriting great wealth, there is well-documented evidence that lottery winners have a much higher incidence of suicide and depression. Sadly, many lottery winners are not equipped to suddenly manage large sums of money, which leads to bankruptcy, lawsuits, and suicide. And such sudden wealth can often damage close relationships. Inheritors often get overwhelmed by constant requests for money and often become estranged from friends and family due to financial disagreements. What you quickly learn when working with ultra-wealthy families and family offices is that rich people have rich people problems. This should not be discounted. They are still very real problems for those people, and there are many unhappy wealthy people in the world. In fact, there are probably more unhappy wealthy people than there are happy wealthy people. One of the most significant challenges for the ultra-wealthy is finding a trusted peer group, as significant wealth can be very isolating if you're not able, or don't know, who to trust. That's one of the reasons we founded the Family Office Association in 2007, to serve as a safe, private and trusted peer network for family office executives and principals. So, what can the family office do to support the next generation of the family? They can assist principals in preparing their children for growing up with and being responsible for their wealth. Develop training programs for children across a range of ages and look for ways to include the next gen in family governance. Facilitate family meetings, including creating agendas, presenting reports, answering questions, organizing events, and inviting speakers. And, lastly, family offices can oversee the family bank, which provides the family with a way to address financial needs, with some level of equity, with respect to how spending and investment decisions are made across family members. Thank you for listening. We hope you have enjoyed this content. Please share with others or visit www.tfoatx.com to learn more.